Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from March 7th through the 9th, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle for Aries. Aries, there's some stuff going on. Now the Sacred Temple comes out, and that's exactly what I was seeing. Your life is your own. There's something about you needing, some of you need to dig into looking into your Akashic records, however you want to pronounce it, right? You need to look into it, and this has been coming out a lot for people, no kidding, because there's something about you being guided to break something, to stop something, to let go of something. There's something that's been passed down through the bloodline, through the family. And I've been saying this to some, there's been a lot of readings like that. Something flipped over. I'm just going to check. Yeah. Yep. There's something about surrender, right? And you need to be optimistic about what comes towards you, because I see that you're being helped on the other side in some way when it comes to your family to change something. You're meant to break some kind of a bond or a contract or something. You're meant to be the one to be free of the contract that has been on your family bloodline. Very, very clear. It's very important that some of what has been passed down to you has something to do with a breakup within the family. Okay, this is like, this could be your parents. This could be the relatives that have passed on. There was a breakup in the family, and that breakup has passed down some kind of something. It's passed down some heartbreak, some disappointment, some trepidation when it comes to love. It may be affecting your love life now, and you may not even be aware of what the problem is. You might see some parallels between you and past unloved ones that have experienced a separation or a breakup. And I mean like directly. Okay, so there's something about that being passed down. Also, too, this could have been mannerisms, a level of surrender that you have witnessed as a child. You grow up and you watch your family just go, well, it is what it is, and then you don't see the passion. Maybe they hid that from you, the passion of reconciliation, of accepting a person back from the past, or yeah, something about that, not getting the help that they need, not wanting, being hyper independent. You may have witnessed things like that where they were selfish, or they were focusing on themselves, like it's about me, my life is about me, and you need to be independent. They may have taught you or pass that down where you can't depend on anyone. You know, who cares about family kind of vibe. Sorry about the mic, y'all, but I am seeing something here about disappointment, sadness in a family unit. Yeah, so it's been passed down to you. The Sacred Temple, King of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Hangman's here twice, and the Ace of Swords. And that tells me that there's some truth that you need to kind of like accept, or everyone needs to accept. Perhaps it's the whole family needs to just accept, hey, grandpa was a Rolling Stone, or grandma really, whatever it was, whatever the heck, right? Great grandma, great grandpa. Whatever this is taking an effect or a toll on the body, everyone's body. You may notice that there's some kind of illness that's been passed down, and it's an illness that doesn't make sense, right? Like a fibromyalgia kind of thing, or a muscle weakness that doesn't make sense. It's not something that could be charted. Like they can't go, oh, you've got this illness. It's just that, oh, after a certain amount of time, we just get weak, you know. And they attribute it to old age, but it really is like passed down from the trauma of holding on to something that's safe to let go of, a fear, a disappointment, a sadness. So there's still sorrow. I don't know who this is for, but they want you to see it, and they're asking you to ask for help to understand who it was and what the problem is, so that you can reconcile that within yourself. Because a lot of you do have an ex coming back in. And this ex, things have changed with this ex for a lot of you. If you have an ex, I'm seeing that energy of someone coming back to, they've been guided by spirit to reconcile with you. Okay, I'm seeing that. they feel at home with you. This person may feel like family. I'm seeing angel number 2002, and that's talking about how you have way more control over your life than you even understand. You don't have to follow down the same path as your relatives or your parents. You don't have to be the same. Just because your siblings are a certain way doesn't mean you have to be that way. You're not meant to be. um, you're supposed to be focusing on your interests. I think the contract that was broken, or the contract, look into your Akashic records truly, because whatever that contract was that you made, that was meant to break you out of some sorrow that has been cast over your family. And like a depression, perhaps you have a lot of depressed people in your life. Maybe they're all negative. They have a hard time seeing the truth, or their truth is very, very selfish or self rooted in something with self. They may have stomach issues, breast issues, and that all comes from there. Things are meant to turn around for you when you see this angel number. They're also speaking of how we're hardwired, and with that, that's about like you have a contract to come here, but your contract has a fail safe, like a it's about your interests. So you may be we all may surrender to the sorrow that's cast over our family. We've got this black cloud over our family. Everyone's depressed. This is something that is passed down. This is something hereditary. And in reality, it's not. It's passed down, but it's not necessarily hereditary to the degree where it's going to affect you the way that maybe it has been. You're meant to break that. The fail safe is interests. Instead of focusing on what is already put on you through your environment, we are focusing on our interests. Interests are leading you to where you're meant to be. That was something that was woven into your contract. Like, okay, well, you have to deal with this, but there's a way out. Focus on what interests you. Things, execute those things too. Go for it. There's something about you having new friends or different friends. They want you to have fun, open up. Don't be closed off due to fear of disappointment or sorrow, or we're going to separate anyway, so what's the point? High Priestess and Page of Swords with the optimism is an awareness that spirit has been watching over you, or you're being watched over. I'm seeing a hawk, which means that spirit is guiding you. Okay, stuck energy is the King of Cups in the Tower, and so this is we're stuck on the past. Some of us are stuck on the past, but there's something that about the past or about your ancestry that's going to make you happy. First, is very disappointing to hear about or to know about, but once you accept it for what it is, you can see the differences in your life. Well, that's not me. This may be something that's passed down, but I didn't get that gene, right? There's something in I kid you not, a lot of my family members, on one side of the family, there's mental issues. I was so worried that I would be the one to inherit it, and but I thought about it a lot. Like, this might be something wrong with me, because I was worried, because you think, and not only the mental issues, but I noticed that a lot of the a certain gender of children, it's like it's top heavy with girls, and the boys seem to go down a really dark path, and I was concerned about that when I grow up, what's going to happen to my brothers, or what's going to happen to children should I have them, or whatever the case is. And so there's something about that not being affecting you. Okay, the Moon, Two of Pentacles with new supportive connections. These are people that come out of nowhere. It seems as though these are the new friends. I'm seeing new friends, but I'm seeing that these people are imperceptibly making changes for you that you don't see coming. They just their presence alone. I'm seeing the angels telling you to ask for help from others. You may not realize or understand why, but you feel like they're honest or true and that you can listen to them. I'm also seeing that you are realizing that you have free will. You don't have to be like what you came from. I don't know who this is for, but They're even saying too that the positive affirmation needs to be like, whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. You have a powerful manifestation power. If you choose to believe it, it is the truth. So choose to believe the truth. Choose to focus on what is true about your ancestry, your lineage, and know that whatever sorrows there were, you may see parallels in your life, but they're not. It's not about, not you. You're not it. You're not going to be that. They want you to implement rye and pimento in your dish. So if you are reconciling with the person or wanting to reconcile with the person, they're asking you to prepare a dish with these two ingredients, right? And share this food with them. But uh, like I would say suggest to make a meal or something here, or go somewhere where these dishes, these ingredients are offered in the foods, which could be what Greek, because they use a lot of pimento as well, but who knows, right? And it's almost to say that you want this person, you want their heart, and you want them to have yours. To say that before, something to that magnitude, to say a prayer over the food or some kind of meditation, some kind of incantation, whatever it is, to give that intention of like, I want this to be a real reconciliation. You're very magnetic and seductive at this point. Look into your fourth house as well. Your fourth house is very important because it's going to depict or explain some kind of clue within the family bloodline there. So you could be dealing with a Pisces that's really strong, Cancer as well. Those and Scorpio, those are the main signs. So all water main signs. We also have another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. The only signs I don't see are Earth. So you could primarily be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but you could also be a Pisces, Aries cusp, dealing with a Gemini, Cancer cusp, dealing with, or a Cancer, Leo cusp. We have Libra, Scorpio cusp, or Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, or an Aquarius, Pisces cusp you could be dealing with. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.